Morning. Today I'm going to talk about some of the very basic things that we can think about when we're wanting to start a little daily practice for ourselves that's about exploring our own bodies and mind in a way. So practicing noticing the way that we move and what that feels like to move and what the experience of that is. That might sound a bit weird, but it's a really good practice to sort of become aware of our own bodies and our minds in a way, and how we just experience life on a moment to moment basis, because there's actually loads of research now that has been done that shows that getting to know yourself in that quite intimate way has so many benefits, both physically and mentally, emotionally, because we understand the landscape of ourselves better, and so we can navigate the world better, simply as that. So one of the things I like to begin with is just thinking about, with movement, is having a conversation with your own body. And again, that probably sounds a bit weird to you, but most of the time we move around in our day-to-day lives and we don't really think about what we do or how we do it. It's mostly just a reactive process. We just go from one thing to another. And quite often that's one of the main reasons that we end up injuring ourselves, actually, because we don't pay attention to our bodies. We're not really aware of how we're putting movement together. We just do it instinctively. And sometimes we move in a way that's awkward, that our tissues aren't used to or not prepared for, because maybe it's a quick reactive movement. Something gets a twinge or a pull. That then sets the nervous system off into interpreting that as a dangerous, threatening experience, and then you'll get some pain. So working in this way, where you become familiar with movement and control and coordination as a matter of course, and you incorporate it into your daily practice, can go, I think, a long way in helping you to, well, A, avoid those kind of injuries, and to definitely recover better from those kinds of injuries. And there's lots more benefits too. So the conversation, it can be really such a simple thing, and I can start just here sitting. Already I'm sitting, cross-legged, which for some people is probably quite difficult. And when I first sit in this position as well, it feels a bit stiff and a bit awkward. So I'm just going to change position now. I'm just going to do a simple thing. I'm just going to put my legs out like that. Excuse the tasteless socks. And now I've just changed my position, and I'm just sitting actually just to see what that feels like. I can feel the weight has shifted, different parts of my body are touching the floor. And if I just am patient for a moment, I can just feel my spine, my legs, my hips, my knees, my ankles, all just gently adjusting to a new position here. And even this, seemingly a simple position on the floor, isn't very easy for some people, and it used to be not very easy for me, actually, because my hamstrings used to be quite short and I couldn't do it without putting my arms back like that to support me. So if you need to do that, that's what you need to do. And that, again, is just only part of the noticing. So it's the noticing that's the important thing here. Just seeing what it feels like. And just letting your body settle into that position. So then we can change the position and transition into something else. And all that is, it's a, well, on the one hand, it's a simple thing, a transition of body position, but actually, from the body's perspective and the nervous system's perspective, that's a very, anything is a complicated thing, really. A lot has to happen just to do a simple thing like bringing my leg in to this place here. And again, I'm just going to use a little bit of support. And I'm just going to sit here. This is a whole new set of circumstances for the body. And I'm kind of going in, I'm kind of going into a bit of a mindful state, I suppose you could call it that, as well as talking to you. But I'm trying to track my body's sensations as I just do a simple thing like that. Moving my leg back out. And I'm doing this in a really easy way. I'm not straining, I'm not trying to achieve anything. I'm just noticing, really. And again, this side. And the more you begin to notice the experience, a whole world opens up, really. Because as I shift from one position to another, I'm aware now, muscles I'm using to do this, my weight's shifting, I'm putting weight down through my arms at the back, I'm releasing forward, and everything's changing. And I'm trying to stay in a place of ease, keeping my breath nice and soft. So just noticing what I have to do to make this happen. And just getting used to the little sequence of events and manoeuvres and processes that has to happen for me to do such a simple thing. Extend one leg out, bring the other in. I'm just seeing how easy I can make it, how smooth I can make it. I'm really familiarising myself with that. And it becomes, from something that was a little bit clunky in the beginning, I might repeat this 20 times, and what I would normally do probably is just put a little bit of music on that's quite calm and I like, and I just gently use it as a bit of a moving meditation. You can not have music, but music sometimes helps just to sort of energise the practice space when you're doing this sort of physical work anyway. Sometimes it's not very helpful. And I'm just enjoying just the facility now of being able to do this with ease. It makes me feel nice. It builds my capacity. I mean, there's so many more of these we can do, and I will do some more. Just builds our capacity to move and be adaptable to our environment, really. Anyway, so that's all I'm going to say for today, but I will do some more, and it's just a little taster. So I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll do more.